Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Very Reasonable Pilots podcast. I'm your host, Charles. Along with me, as always, my co-host, editor, producer, co-pilot, gunner, navigator, orator, and podcasting associate, Anthony Galoth. How you doing today, Anthony?
My name is Jake, but yeah, I'm doing all right. We're doing something kind of special today because
Yes, we are.
I don't really
Very
like
excited
the
about it.
pitch that I wrote for this week, and also I kind of wanted to edit something a little bit more fun, you know? We've been stuck doing the same thing every time. I like doing a script every once in a while, which is a spoiler. That's what we're doing. We're doing a script.
We're doing a script.
It's fun, you know? I like doing fun voices. We haven't done that in a little bit, so it's exciting.
And we need to show off how good voice actors we would be if someone would hire us to be voice actors.
Yeah, that's true. We've already
We'd be
showed
the
off our
best
chops
voice
well enough in what was it, Demons and Delinquents? Our
Episode 100.
Emmy-winning
Demons and
performance.
Yeah.
Well, not real Emmys, but like the fake Emmys that Charlie's mom got us.
Yeah, they're great. They're so good, and they're made out of chocolate.
Mm-hmm. I ate mine.
They kind of look like Santa Claus, but they're Emmys. She told me they're Emmys. Big white beard, just like an Emmy. All right, what are we doing today? What brand new televisual show are we doing the script for? What completely original idea that the listeners have never heard before are we doing today?
Well, let's be honest. It practically is a brand new idea because who really listened to Beyond Reason? That was episode, I don't even know, like 6, 5,
like 20. Yes,
10, somewhere around
ridiculously early, like 15 or some shit like that.
I might have been I think it was my first space show I pitched.
Yeah.
Because this is
and how far we've come.
Yeah. If only listened to 2 episodes of the Very Reasonable Pilots podcast, right? And it's just that one and this one, they're gonna be like, these 2 shows aren't really the same, and that's because I changed a lot of things. So it is kind of like a brand new pitch,
Yeah.
In
changed
a way.
enough,
I changed a lot.
At the end of the day, it's a space show.
It's not quite similar. Episode 15, I just looked at. It's called Beyond Reason, Another Space Show. VRP episode 15. Another space show. I put that in the title because I was like, we were doing so many space shows.
Yeah.
And
we had done 14
how many
space
more
shows up until
have
that
we
point.
done after that? When we had done
a
1,
lot more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I name them?
We've done 6 space shows up before episode 15. Can you name your first space show?
The first 2 shows I pitched were Batman Beyond and The Matrix, right?
They were, yes. Those are the first 2 episodes.
Is it Friends, but they're in space?
Oh, see, that is your second space show. That is not your first space show. Your first space show is DC in Space.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about DC in Space. I was thinking about DC in Space the other day, because Adam Strange, who's the main character of that show, is like having a bit of a resurgence. He's showing up in things, you know?
And I actually had the first space show
show
that we ever did. Do you know what that one was? You should, because its title is a classic. I'll give you a hint. It may start with a WOMAN.
Oh, Womandalorian. There we go.
Womandalorian. That's right.
Didn't we cast Scarlett Johansson as the Womandalorian in that show?
Yep, she's the Womandalorian.
Yeah.
I think that might be our best title we had on VRP, and it was only in the 4th episode.
It's certainly the punniest
The
title
Womandalorian
that we've ever had, I think.
It was right there. I don't know how no one's made that joke yet. Clearly.
Yeah. Except us. Except you, really. I just kind of jumped on the bandwagon.
I don't know if I came up with it or you did.
But that's this whole show.
I'd have to listen to that episode.
No, you said the Womandalorian. You said, we're going to do a show today. I've been watching a lot of Mandalorian. You know what I thought about this? There needs to be a Womandalorian. That's, I think, his direct quote from the episode.
I don't think I phrased it like that, but yeah. But let's get into this because we're already, I don't even know how long into this recording, and we haven't even gone into the show that we're actually doing. 5 minutes. So it's Beyond Reason. I have a little summary here that you read out just a second ago, but I'll read again. So,
of course,
the show. It is a musical lone wolf-style space bounty hunter with mommy issues teams up with a cocky fox, as in like a actual fox being sort of thing. Like think either the guy from Sonic, Tails, or what's Star Fox from whatever. What's that
Star
show
Fox?
called? Star Fox? Was it just
Star
called
Fox?
Yeah, so it's
I'm
like
pretty
that,
sure.
you know? Think of it's more like Star Fox than Tails.
Yeah,
I was thinking the
an
color scheme from
anthropomorphic
Tails.
space fox man, like
Humanoid
Rocket
kind of
Raccoon,
thing,
but
yeah.
like tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So just a furry animal that's a human, but it's a
a
fox.
furry. Let's just say.
Let's not say that.
Just
More,
say what it is.
think of
It's
Star
a furry.
Fox. All right, let's be clear here.
Yeah.
And the two find themselves chasing the same score. With the help of an armor-born warrior and a cyborg squirrel, the team blasts off into the stars in search of love, self-worth, appreciation, and most importantly, Charlie, money. Because
the
isn't
most
that what we all
important thing
need
of
in
all.
life? Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Why do you think I'm so cold right now? Because I don't have enough of it.
Yep. Heating's not on.
I've already burned all the money I have to keep the fire going, and you know,
Well, that's your problem,
I
Charlie.
can't
You
burn
should've
anything else.
given it to the company that provides heating, and you would have saved some of that money.
I don't trust big business. What can I say? I think it's much smarter to burn all of this money to keep this very small fire going. I've got
That's
soup on the
genius.
boil.
Yeah. Kind of smells. I don't know what kind of soup it is, but it smells really bad.
It's people soup.
We're going to
just
get
let
right
the-
into
the-
it, I think, is what we got
The
to do here.
imagination fest.
Charlie is going to be
soup is.
playing Tommy Pickles, who's that Fox character I just mentioned, and I'm going to be playing Dora Goodlight, and I'll be doing the narration as well.
Tommy Pickles, no relation to Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats.
Actually not. I don't know why. I guess his name is actually also Tommy Pickles, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
I
did
thought
Tommy
that was an
off of-
on-purpose gag.
No. Tommy was someone I know, and then Pickles. I don't remember why I did Pickles.
A funny last name. I feel like you recognize the name Tommy Pickles somewhere in your subconscious. You're like, oh, that's a
Maybe.
good name, and you just used it, having forgotten that's the name of a.
Of a Rugrats,
Rugrats
character.
character.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably true. Don't sue me, Rugrats Incorporated.
Don't. Oh man, imagine all those babies in suits
Yep.
running around, filing lawsuits.
All right. I think the only way so that the audience can properly understand when we dive in and out of character, because even though our lovely, voices are, they're when we dive into the characters, they think that there's someone else entirely talking.
Of course.
Yeah, they'll but just in case it even, they somehow get confused. There will be a certain music playing that is playing right now. Ooh, when this music is playing, that means we're doing the script. When it's not, that
We're
means
in
we jumped
character.
out to help you
Yeah.
differentiate.
To ask questions, to make gags, to make jokes, to make observations.
Yeah,
It'll be great.
be great.
All right.
All right, I'm jumping in now. Here we go. Beyond Reason pilot. Interior, drug den on Makovia. Dozens of all manners of species, cat people, lizards, wolfmen, humans, and a gelatinous blob are working with vials and solutions. All of their eyes are singularly focused on their task, and they move with methodic precision. The double doors of the mysterious, dark, dingy drug laboratory stick out at the end of the long hallway. Exterior, slum district, day. Outside, Dora Goodlight prepares for his epic raid. He's a modestly and neutrally dressed bounty hunter. Think of Rick Deckard in Blade Runner. He's the kind of person that gently folds their toilet paper before wiping. No. Dora shuffles through a list of songs on a small MP3 player with a slim radio antenna sticking out at the top. His thumb stops scrolling, and Footloose by Kenny Loggins begins to play. Yes, that's the one. Interior, drug den. The steel doors of the laboratory blast open in a spectacular but controlled explosion. Sunlight pours in and we push in as Dora Goodlight steps into the room with a blaster rifle raised. The thugs panic but move too slowly. Dora fires rapidly, taking out the thugs and equipment everywhere, clearing the room while screaming the lyrics. We switch to his point of view as he scans the room with a green light wave coming from his helmet. A man hiding underneath the floorboards is lit up in red. Dora Goodlight marches over to the man's hidey hole. Each of his footsteps pounds with the man's erratic breathing. Dora Goodlight flips open the hatch, and the man stares up at him, whimpering. Charlie, whimper for it. Do the whimper. That's the whimper. Dora Goodlight stops the music. He stands over the weasel of a man who's breathing excessively while holding his stomach wound. Target secured, preparing for extraction. Suddenly, a lizard woman, now revealed to have been playing dead, pops up with a scream and aims her gun at Dora. As Dora turns around to try and shoot her, a blaster bolt rips through the thug's chest. Dora whips around to the door where he sees Tommy Pickles, a yellow and white vulpur, humanoid fox similar to Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, with a long trench coat and flashy boots. Tommy's 2 blaster pistols are raised and smoking. Who the freak are you?
Your freaking hero. Registered Galactic Bounty Hunter number 7079. The Tommy Pickles. You can save your applause till after I get you out of here, son.
Get me out of here? What? No way, this is my score. Dora turns on a wrist hologram which displays his service number, 7080, and his bounty record, 7 confirmed bounties. I'm registered Galactic Bounty Hunter number 7080, and I've got here first.
Okay, first off, we're number buddies. What are the odds of that little coinky-dink? Second, I called dibs.
Dibs? What? I killed the whole freaking room. I wiped out like 20 guys on my own. It was like super freaking impressive.
Yeah, well, you didn't kill the last guy, and they were all on the lightning anyway, so it's not like they had a chance.
Lightning? What the hell are you talking about?
Are you serious? Wow, you really are an amateur.
I'm literally 1 number behind you on the codex. How am I an amateur?
It's okay, Rook, I'll explain. Lightning is what they're pumping into the city's veins, bro. It's like the opposite of slow-mo juice. Everything is like 12 times speed. It can make a whole day pass in an hour. For them, you were moving at light speed. They had no chance.
It doesn't matter, because either way, I'm taking this guy in.
Dude, not cool. I saved your life. You owe me at least an 80% cut.
80%? Are you insane? 20 at most.
70.
30.
60.
40.
Halvesies?
Okay, fine. Halfsies. Dora turns back to the man in the hole to see he has bled to death during their conversation. Okay, well that sucks.
Come on, grab his corpse. Let's go, Rook.
The name's Goodlight. Dora Goodlight. Don't call me Rook.
Whatever, man. Come on, just get him and go.
Dora sighs and grabs the deceased drug dealer. He slings him over his back and leaves the den. Cut 2. Exterior, Makovia slums. Dora and Tommy walk the streets of the futuristic yet dystopian slums. Many of the buildings are made out of worn stamped concrete, like a dry clean only Disney amusement park that was tossed in the wash with towels. Spectators whisper and comment as they pass.
So, was your plan to just walk through the streets with a rotten corpse on your shoulder? Or did you think the money would just magically appear when you touched it?
Well, the plan was to take him alive.
Well, who were you talking to when you were doing that weird tough guy voice thing? You know, the whole target secure, prepare for it. You sounded like an idiot.
It's my mom.
Your mom? What? Why were you talking to your mom?
I wanted to let her know that I did it.
That you did it?
Yeah, I give her updates every now and then so that she'll. I realize I'm just like as good as my brother.
Alright, I don't want to delve into that toxic brain hole, because I can already tell that the emotional baggage has been left on the carousel for way too long. At this point, it's probably a bomb, and the staff don't want to get anywhere near.
Can we not do this?
I mean, seriously, even the bomb squad guys are too scared to approach this thing.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
Fine, I was running out of steam anyway. So do you really not have an extraction plan?
Nope. Tommy puts his arm on Dora's shoulder.
Classic Rook move. Let me teach you a lesson. Plans always fall apart. There was this one time I was on Ranker 9 hunting a demon screamer, then...
Dora shoves Tommy's hand away. Shut up, all right? Please, let's just turn this guy in and go our separate ways. I'm not your buddy.
Alright, Hotshot, you got a little confidence in your veins after catching your first bounty. It's alright, I understand.
Please shut up before I blast a hole through you, alright?
Okay, I see I got a sensitive one on the hook.
Dora and Tommy approach a massive gravity elevator with blue waves in the air propelling people upward. The lift is on the edge of the walkway, giving a better look at the layered sci-fi city. The elevator connects all the different districts. The mining quarry at the bottom, the slums just above, business and apartments in the middle, and the opulent mansions in the cloud.
No way am I going up a force lift.
What? Why? We have to. It's the only way up to the upper districts.
No way. Alright, my cousin went up one of these. 2 weeks later, he was dead.
What? Are you saying the lift killed him?
2 weeks passed, and he had full-blown space cancer. His insides looked like a can of pre-cooked chicken.
Okay, that's insane. People use these every day.
That's what I'm saying. It's all a big cover-up by the lift companies, alright? They got the whole planet in this gigantic bureaucratic bubble wrap. We're all just insulated from the truth.
Oh, wow, okay. We can take a yellow cab instead. Dora and Tommy approach a long curb of black cabs with the words yellow on top. Wealthy citizens in reptile coats and fur boots climb into the first few.
Hey, pal, can, you spot me for the ride? I didn't bring my, ball.
Really? I don't know. I don't want this to mess up my cab score. Tommy raises his eyebrows and shrugs his shoulders with open palms. He's sorry, but not really. Dora sighs. Interior, yellow cab. The trio climb into the cab with Dora sitting in between Tommy and the dead lightning dealer. Dora drops a clear ball into a marble slide on the back of the center console. The driver looks at Dora and then at the dead man and then back at Dora. He had a rough night? Dora's pleading means little to the driver. He turns his head to the screen and gives Dora a 0-star rating. Dora turns to Tommy. Do you have any idea how long it took me to get a 5-star passenger rating?
No clue. I never even bothered making an account.
I spent 5 years changing accounts, buying crepes for drivers, even volunteered at the union. I donated my freaking liver to a cabbie's nephew's third cousin just to get my rating bumped from a 4.9 to a 5. But now, it's all gone. Years of hard work erased.
Whoa, man. No need to take it all so seriously. You're a bounty hunter. You gotta live life on the edge. It's not like you're banned from the yellows. You just need to get in a trans-highway gang shootout with the other cabs for the union to even consider blacklisting you.
You are the most inconsiderate sludge bin on the entire planet. No, the entire galaxy. I've known you all of 30 minutes, and you've already butchered my bounty, insulted me beyond reason, and stolen half my profits. I don't even need your help. I don't even want your help. When we are done here, I never want to see your putrid mug ever again. Tommy's face turns red, and his eyes grow wet. He sniffles and turns to the window. Dora looks at the rear view to see the driver shaking his head. His score drops to -1 stars. Dora huffs and faces his window, only to see another cab with 4 zany characters dressed just like the gang at the Lightning Lab. One is staring right at the dead dealer with his face pressed against the window. Dora's eyes widen, and he slowly pushes the dealer's head into his lap. Dora's eyes remain locked with a thug in the other cab. Tommy? Tommy stays silent. Tommy, please, this is important.
Whatever it is, handle it yourself, you big meanie.
Tommy, we do not have time for this. The glass shatters in slow motion as the radio's classical music intensifies for release, or the 1812 overture. A laser bolt whizzes through the air past Dora's horrified eyes. Tommy remains still as the bullet exits his window. The driver presses a black button on the center console and the cab accelerates, snapping us out of slow motion. Dora half climbs out the window and fires at the chasing car as he shoots 2 more cars enter the fray. Tommy, I could really use your help right here.
Apologize.
Dora slides back into the car as a bolt smashes the back window. What?
You heard me. I want to hear an apology.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? Just please help.
Sorry for what?
A laser streak fries Dora's headrest. Do we need to do this now? I need your help, okay?
Sorry for what?
I'm sorry for calling you a sludge bin, okay?
And
I need your help. I couldn't do this bounty without you, okay? Is that good enough? Tommy smiles and begins constructing Lego-like pieces from his coat pocket.
This is the last time I go halvesies with some dumb braid, herd wrangling bone skull with a number above 70-80. All of you, mate, that word is like really difficult. Okay.
Antepenultimate.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I was really going hard in that like sentence, and I was like, fuck me.
Massive word.
All right,
Sorry.
Yeah. Let me see. This is the last time I go halvesies with some dumb braid, herd wrangling bone skull with a number above 70-80. All you anti-penultimate hunters are the same with your macho lone wolf getup. You watch Blade Runner one time and you think you're Harrison Ford.
Just shut up and help, okay? Dora fires sporadically at the driver behind. Tommy finishes putting the pieces together, revealing a large rifle with a bipod.
It takes her a minute to spool up. Could you shoot at the side of the window while I line them up?
On it. Dora fires his gun with one hand at the cars behind. His coat waves in the wind as he lines up a bolt with the driver. Just when he squeezes the trigger, a huge bolt of blue energy erupts from Dora's gun. It vaporizes all three cabs in one swift explosion of glory and metal. Dora wraps back into the seat with an open mouth and wide eyes. What the hell was that?
It's cool, isn't it? Too bad it's only a one-hit wonder.
Tommy tosses the rifle out the back window and it sails downward through traffic. What? Why did you do that?
Oh, it's disposable. It only has one charge.
What was that thing?
I don't know. I got off some fleet commander in a casino. He said it would be like firing a starship's main gun, but it only has one shot, and then it's done.
Okay. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know it was gonna be that effective. Kind of relieved, because it was the only card I had up my sleeve.
Cut 2, exterior, Makovia upper levels. The cab door slams and Dora's credit marble pounds into his chest with a thud. The once clear wall is black. Dora's head hangs as the cab flies off, sputtering and shattered.
I'm sorry about your score. We can use mine next time.
Dora sighs and lifts his head. The pair begin walking down the floating clean streets of the upper levels. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it will be.
Hey, man, if it makes you feel any better, at least you didn't get space cancer, huh?
Dora smiles, then furrows his brow. I still can't believe that whole thing is just a big cover-up. I mean, how come the doctors didn't file a complaint to the Planet Health Agency?
Oh, it's because they're in on it too.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, well, when we took my cousin into the doc, she said his lung cancer was from all the smoke sticks he puffs.
What?
But I don't believe in any of that gibberish. I mean, how could a cancerite rod make someone sick? It's finely processed, using the most refined recycled chemicals known to the system.
Are you kidding me?
I know, that's what I was saying.
No, you're crazy. I can't believe I fell for that. Oh my god. You tanked my Capster score and blacklisted my credit marble over the dumbest, most factually numb conspiracy jargon in the whole galaxy?
Let's agree to disagree.
What? Oh my god, you're crazy. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Cut 2, interior, Jan's Bounty Hunter Emporium. Dora waltzes into the empty shop and dramatically drops the dead drug dealer on the counter in front of Jan, a slimy slug woman who runs the bounty hunting union in the city. Dora, in a deep voice. Jan, we have neutralized the target.
Are you my cat?
What?
I said, are you my cat?
No, I'm not a cat.
Then how come you're walking in here looking all proud and mighty, dropping 120 pounds of rotting flesh onto my desk?
This is the target, the bounty.
This is what I get for dealing with amateurs.
Jan moves away from them and looks up at the ceiling with anger.
If you want a job done right, you can't do an open contract.
What do you mean? Jan pulls out a large wanted poster and drapes it over the corpse. She points at the bold words at the bottom of the page. Wanted alive. Do not bring him in dead under any circumstances. Oh.
Oh! Wait, he is alive. What?
What?
Yeah, he's, resting.
Dora tilts his head and looks at Tommy, who gives him a nudge and nods with pursed lips. Yeah, he got hit with some knockout gas? Jan feels the dead man's neck for a pulse.
Knockout gas. This man wouldn't wake up if we bludgeoned his brain in with the combined weight of your thick skulls. He's pushing up daisies. He's bought a farm. He's bleeding demised. Does this mean we're not getting paid? Get out now. Take this corpse with you before I blow both of your heads off.
Okay, we're going. I was, nice doing business with you. Call us, next time you have a contract. Cut to exterior Makovia shipyards. Dora and Tommy lift the dead drug dealer into a dumpster.
Well, I guess we don't need to split the reward now, huh?
This is all your fault.
Wasn't it you that shot the target, causing him to bleed to death? Pretty sure the blame is squarely on your moderately proportioned shoulders.
If you hadn't been yapping your mouth, I might have been able to stitch him up.
First off, hurtful. Secondly,
a bunch of thugs round the corner and spot Tommy, Dora, and the deceased bounty target. Tommy and Dora and the thugs all look at each other and then at the corpse and the dumpster. They all look back at each other and then at the dumpster again. Their eyes hold each other for a moment. Everyone's staring at the dead man and then the two men tossing him into a dumpster. And then they all draw their guns. Tommy and Dora dive for cover under a long wall. I hate you!
How is this in any way my fault?
Tommy and Dora fire as they run through the streets and down an alley. They come out into a shipyard where dozens of space vessels are parked. Follow me, quickly! Tommy shoots backward at the pursuing thugs as Dora leads the way. They finally get to Dora's ship, where a docked attendant robot is doing repairs. On the side of the vessel it says, Aspen 1.
Mr. Goodlight, your ship is now in optimal condition. You have clearance for...
Great, thanks. Tommy, let's get out of here, come on.
We can't, there are too many... They will blow us out of the sky if we try to...
A stray laser strikes a large figure covered entirely in green armor. Imagine Master Chief from Halo, but as a sumo wrestler. He roars and spins around with a Gatling gun, mowing down the thugs that were just chasing them as they scream into the shipyards.
Launch.
Tommy and Dora watching all as the big guy cuts down waves of the thugs on his own.
Hey, tall, dark, and menacing. You want to ride?
What? We can't!
This guy is saving our butts. You want to leave him? You really are a rook.
What? No, fine. Okay, let's just go. Dora and Tommy board the ship and head inside while the big guy fires from the entry ramp. Cut to inside of the bridge of the Aspen 1. Dora sits in the captain chair and turns on the ship with a key card. Cut to the Makovia shipyards. The big gun continues firing as the doors of the ship slowly close and the Aspen 1 flies away. Back to the bridge. Dora, exhausted, sitting at the console. Oh my god. We made it.
You're welcome.
What did you do? You did nothing.
A great leader knows how to delegate.
Delegate? What did you even... How did you... Dora's eyes go wide with anger as he clenches his fist. The anger rests on the edge of the pot. Just as he looks like he might boil over, he releases his fist and exhales. I can't with you. The big guy lumbers up to the bridge, blood splattered all over his armor. He's breathing heavily.
Speaking of delegating, how is our new death machine?
I am Rocky Jr., former Amorian Sentinel.
Amorian? Oh crap, this is awesome.
What about it?
You don't know about Amorians either? Damn, this really is your first day.
It's not my first day.
Amorians are cold-blooded murder factory. They are literally born into their armor. Can't take it off if they wanted to. This is amazing. I've never seen one in the reels. Come on.
Tommy shakes hands with Rocky Jr.
I'm Tommy Pickles, bounty hunter and captain of the Aspen 1.
Captain? This is my ship.
And this pretentious hothead over here is Dora Goodlight. He's a little sensitive today.
I literally just met you today. How did you even know?
Guys, I don't want to jinx it, but I think this is the start of something truly special.
Somebody kill me. The ship's lights turn red and a voice comes over the speaker.
Crew of the Aspen 1, we have you locked in our reticle. Surrender now for a slow and painful death, or flee for a quick and dirty fiery explosion.
Dora's head slams to the controls and the X fails violently.
You asked for it.
End of Act 2. Ba-boom. So that is the first 2 acts. Charlie, would you like to continue?
Do you want to do the third?
You want to talk about it for a second, maybe?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's have a little chat, because there seems to be a lot and more characters, and I'm not sure I could do with the voices. I think I'm, Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty proud of your yawn impression on the fly. That was good.
I was happy with that, too. I'm glad that
German.
went as well as it, it did.
I think we might actually call it there because we're gonna introduce a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be a couple voices at the end. There's a couple more jokes that are pretty good, but I think that might be good for now. That's a good cliffhanger, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
At least.
I like this show.
we were to go back,
Beyond reason. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty different than the original pitch, but similar, obviously, in a lot of ways. I don't think the names. I don't even think I had names.
No.
In the original pitch.
That sounds about right for episode 5 or whatever. 15. It's 9.
Yeah.
17.
There was a lot of character 1, character 2s, I think.
Yeah.
In the beginning. I think this might have been my first show with like character 1, character 2. I don't think I had names. Which is just terrible.
That's fair. That's
in
fine.
hindsight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun. I like doing this.
Yeah, I think it was fun.
I think I need to start writing more scripts because I haven't really written a script in quite a while.
It's fun. I like doing lots of dialogue. It's cool. Do lots of
I've
jokes.
always loved writing dialogue more than descriptions, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking
It's fun. You get to have their voices.
Yeah.
They sound.
I'm thinking for the next show, for some shows in the future, I may do a scene rather than a full script, because I have like scenes in my head of like what they're saying to each other and that sort of thing. So maybe we'll get to those scenes and we can do a script. We can splice that in, not a full pilot read through, but more just like a minute or 2 long scene between the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I was thinking we could even do some improv. Improv is always fun too.
Everybody loves a little bit of improv,
Had some lines,
especially when we're.
Because would you believe it? Some of the lines that we said in this were not written down.
No.
Look at us, we're so.
Some of
impressive.
the lines had slightly different verbs and adjectives and nouns, and we changed them around a little bit. I think you had more. I kind of stuck to the script a little bit more than you did. It's a good script.
Yeah, well, I wrote it, so it makes. I've read it before. This is your first time reading it, so you didn't really have the.
It's good though.
You don't
I
know
liked
things
it.
Are going.
Fun. Lots of verbose characters. Lots of fun dialogue and descriptions of things.
Yeah, everyone loves words.
Everybody loves words. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening to this experimental episode of the Very Reasonable Pilots podcast. I've been your host, Charles Long. With me, as always, has been my co-host, editor, producer, co-pilot, gunner, navigator, orator, and podcasting associate, Jacob Gloth. If you like what you heard here and you want to hear more, please give us a like, a follow, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your cat. And remember, we will be right back here next week with a brand new televisual series for you to all imagine and enjoy. And I even have a title for this one. It's written down.
Oh.
Yeah. The title's all that's written down,
am I
but the
supposed to guess
title's
it?
written down.
Give us a tease. Give us a very vague tease.
All right. It's about a man.
If they listen to the end of this, they deserve something.
Yeah.
They deserve a little.
You're right.
Spice
It's about a
to end the
man
show.
who lives 2 very different lives. That's all I'm gonna say.
2 very different lives.
2 very different lives.
Now I got to take a guess. That's how this works. I've got to guess now. He's 2 very different lives. He is both an old man and a young man at the same time. He's Benjamin Button, but he's actually 2 different people. He's like he lives a life as an old guy, but he's also living a life as a young guy. It's 2 different. Like one life is a family and everything. The other life is just a young guy with maybe a girlfriend.
That's fun. That sounds more like a relationship drama. That sounds like a real
I don't know.
story.
I guess that's never something you would do.
Yeah, that sounds like a real story with like themes and emotions that would like win an Oscar or something. This is about superheroes and serial killers and stuff. So.
Because he's got a secret identity. He's
That's
Clark
part
Kent,
of
but
it.
he's really Superman.
He's got multiple secret identities. Isn't that weird? And he doesn't
Damn.
even know.
What if
all
he's
of them.
both Lex Luthor and Superman?
There you go. Best of both worlds. Bald and have a cape.
That'd be cool.
The two things I
Crazy.
desire
You're
in
your
life
owed
most.
supervillain.
Yeah. That might be one of the twists so we get along in this show.
Oh.
Who knows?
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. And Jake will hear you next week.
I won't though. I won't be here next week. Just Charlie.
Bye.